Hello, this is Travis Butterfield, and I am going to show you how to create a thumbnail image of a PDF so that you can upload it to the website. Specifically, this is for the Office of Latino Projects, but the principles should apply to any other website. So the first thing that we're going to do, let me close my tools here. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to find the PDF that we want. So if I look on my desktop, I have a PDF that I've pre-selected, and I'm just going to open this up. And we will see that it fills the screen, but we want to see the full thing on the screen. So you can click this button to fit one full page to the window, because we just want the cover of the PDF. We don't want all the pages. So most people don't have Photoshop, which is the ideal tool for doing this. So I'll show you an alternate way to do it that shouldn't be too difficult. So what we're going to do is we will use a tool that's in Windows called the snipping tool. So let me find that really fast. Okay, so we've got the snipping tool loaded, and we're just going to select the area of the screen and make a screenshot of this image. So I'm going to click New. That whites out some of the screen, and then you can select the area of the screen you want, and that looks pretty good. And so now we've got this area selected, and so we just want to hit Save, and we'll name this 2016 Conference Cover, and I'm going to save this to my desktop so I can get to it easily. Okay, and then I can close the snipping tool, and I can close the PDF. So we'll see that we have this image, but this is still pretty large. We want it to be small. So what we need to do is we need to resize it. And one way that we can go about resizing it is, the easiest way really is to use an online service. So one that I have found that works pretty well is called Pick Resize. And so what we can do is we can load this up, and there's a lot of services like this. You can just Google image resize and crop, and that will give you a lot of options, but this one seems to work well enough. So let's find the document that I just created. I'm going to open it, and then I'm going to hit Continue. And now it shows the image, and we don't want to crop it, and we don't need to rotate it. We just want to resize it. So what we want to do is do a custom size, and we need to figure out what size it should be. We want to retain the same aspect ratio that it has now, and we can look at our destination. So for this particular image, we want it to show up on this page. So here's an example image that we can look at, and if we right click on it, we can use our website inspector. This is in Firefox, but every browser has one. You just right click and look for the word inspect. And then if you hover over the code that it highlights, it will give you a size, and you can see that this says 115 by 150. Sometimes it will say a size, and then it will have another word like natural, and then we'll have a bigger size. Always go with the biggest size that it gives you, because sometimes browsers will resize images to fit within a certain area, but we want the original size so that we upload the size that it was this was originally sized at. So this is 115 wide by 150 tall. So if we go back into here, we can say we want 115 pixels, and we're going to do 150, and then we don't need any other effects, and we'll just save as a PNG, and we'll hit done, and then it will allow us to save this to disk. So I'm going to save this, and it's going to let me choose, and it prefixes it with resized so that we know it's resized. So we save that. Let's go back to our desktop, and now we see that it's sized the correct size that we want. Then we can just go back to our web page that we want to upload it on, and this is going to be different for different sites, but for this particular project, we know that this is going to be either a journal article, a report, or an infographic. And for the Latino projects section of the School of Social Work, you can go into content, add content, then go down here to Latino Proj article. And that's the content type that we will use. So we're going to click on that. And so from here we will name this the title of the item. So just for fun, we'll get the real title of it. The Society for Social Work and Research 2016 Conference. So something like that. Now, for upload the image, we're going to use the featured image field, and this is, you can read the text here that says what we want, and this also gives us some image parameters, and this tells us that it wants something at least 115 by 150 up to 230 by 300, but we already sized it to 115 by 150. And that's what we want. So I'm going to select the image that we resized, click open. That's going to upload it here. And depending on if this is a journal article or a report, we may want to put in the academic reference to the article. But we'll just do this as a report, so we'll leave the body field blank. And we'll select report down here, and we're going to select publication year of 2016. And that's everything we need for this, unless we wanted to upload a PDF of the original file, which we can do since we have it, but this is not required. So here's the original document. We will select that and hit next. Okay, so we've got everything we need, and we will hit publish. So now we've got, this is the view of everything that we just did. But if we want to see how it's going to look, I've created a page that will eventually live where it's going to go. So this is going to be in the recent publications section, but we have a new page that we're going to use to work on for these. And it's called, for the time being, it's called Latino Projects Recent Publications. And then when we've got some stuff on here, we can swap it out. So there we go. We've got the document. And then if people click on either of these, the image or the link, they will be taken to this page, and then they can download the file. And that's how that works. So if you have any questions, just let me know. We can change this link so that it will, if you want it, so that we can, if they click this, it will take them directly to the download. We can do that too. That's easy for me to do on the back end. But that should give you what you need to know in order to start uploading sized images with documents. Thanks for watching.